today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
This is Carson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Kaiser on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Rams taking the field and leading the way. The man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard.
To throw is gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
They're on 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Goff. An open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Again, the ball carrier.
Tackled by Darrell Taylor. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
On a shotgun snap for goal. That's into the hands of Reynolds. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll make it third down.
It's 3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Real obviously the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson out to his left. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Rams' 4-yard line.
Now Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To Chris Carson.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a run with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now it's Lockett. And he spins through. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Throw left side to Reynolds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Giorgio Tavecchio on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Rams 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Here's Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he almost had it. And he with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there, pushes this to 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Rams 3.
Heck of a boost right there into the locker room. A long field goal try, and he got it to go.
That's the basketball equivalent of a half-court shot at the buzzer, and guess what? They both count 3.
And this carries into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. A touchdown catch there for the future Hall of Famer, Larry Fitzgerald. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Derek Carr has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Seattle.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown of the year. And the Rams were able to get back within a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, Goff. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown of the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
34-yard line.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They run for it with Carson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run high, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 8.
From the 27, Goff.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up third and 7.
Here's Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On first down, gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's gone. And 5 runs over the middle. And it's a fumble.
That's good for an LA Rams.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd and short.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air again. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
On the Seahawks 7-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Stand down at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. And that is incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays...
And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's gone. This pass complete to Williams. And he stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And it was taken away from them by their own mistake.
The opportunity squashed. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Not
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it's Carson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Brings up 3rd down.
Goff. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Carson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 46. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.